What's up? It's a story time. It's a story time. I haven't done this so long on this channel. This is literally how I started my channel, but guess what? We're doing spiritual story time starting right about now. It's your girl, Jalen. Jalen the alien, Jalen the goddess, and I want to try something different. Let's talk about crystals and the experiences that I've had with my crystals, because honestly, obviously crystals are a huge part of my life. I'm a crystal shop owner, I'm a crystal entrepreneur. I sell crystal jewelry and crystals online at mysticmommy.com. I want you guys to comment down below also your favorite protection stones. What are your favorite protective crystals? And comment that down below. And also, before we get into this video, make sure you check out my store, blah, blah, blah. Let's get it. It's funny. I started getting into crystals really deeply, probably 2016, 2017. Moldavite was the first crystal I've ever fell in love with, that I ever came in contact with. It was just one of those things that I was obsessed with. I love the story. I love the intergalactic, alien, extraterrestrial, comet vibe that it had, and I was like, I need to get a possession of it. And then when I got possession of Moldavite, it was crazy. Everything was just like, whoa, I felt energy for the first time, and I'm gonna go into that with Moldavite on a whole nother video. It was crazy. Moldavite is a very intense crystal. It brings everything up to the surface so that you can purge it out and release it for the sake of transformation. It's very rapid transformation. You awaken all your psychic gifts, you cleanse and purge. It can be very, very intense. A lot of the times when people come in contact with Moldavite for the first time, especially if it's just supposed to be in their life, they have all these insane, crazy experiences, and it could also be very challenging. And that's what happened to me. Honestly, I think Moldavite really sparks my whole entire spiritual journey, because when I got my first piece of authentic Moldavite, everything changed. Like I said, I felt energy for the first time, and I had like a full body energetic orgasm, and I was like, yo, what is going on? And then after that, I felt like I was so alone. I was out on the other side of the country, away from my family, going through all types of heartbreak, depression. But at the same time, all my gifts opening up, I experienced all the clairs, every single clair, clairaudient, claircognizance, clairvoyance. I was hearing things, seeing things, smelling things, tasting things that weren't there, whatever the case is. All my gifts opened up at the same time, and it almost low-key sent me into like psychosis, not gonna lie. It was insane. And then at the same time, I was feeling ill in my body, had to go to the hospital a lot of times. It was crazy. So needless to say, I heard that, you know, sometimes with very out of space type crystals, you need to ground yourself. You need to feel connected to the earth so that you can really be able to neutralize those energies. So that's where this one comes into play. This is Black Tourmaline, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful crystal. This is the first piece of Black Tourmaline that I ever purchased in my life, because I got Black Tourmaline specifically because I knew I needed to ground myself and my energy. And from what I saw online, Black Tourmaline is a good crystal for grounding your energy, protecting your energy, releasing negative energy from your life, and just stabilizing your life. So I went to my local crystal shop and I found this beautiful piece of Black Tourmaline, and I said, yes, this is the one, this is it. Now, I talk about Black Tourmaline, like even in the description in Black Tourmaline on my website, I talk about this, that this happened. Black Tourmaline actually saved me from getting popped in the face and like literally beat up by a random stranger. And here's how. So like I said, I went to school out in Los Angeles, and my school happened to be kind of sort of close to Santa Monica. Santa Monica is a beach town in LA. It's by the coastline, you know, it's a really nice area, but at the same time, LA is weird because you can be in a nice area, but simultaneously you're surrounded by homeless people and stuff of that nature, which isn't a bad thing. It just, sometimes they can be very aggressive. So I literally had just purchased this at, I think it was Mystic Journey. It was a bookstore in Santa Monica, and it was a crystal bookstore. I just purchased this. I had this in my bag, and I was like, okay, good, I'm protected, purr. We're gonna get ourselves together. So I'm walking down the street and I see this homeless lady, and she looks dead at my face. Like, she's just staring at me. She's giving me the look, and I'm like, oh snap, she's just like staring straight at me. And then she starts walking towards me, and she's like, you know, like moving all around. And honestly, I think certain people like that actually are very spiritually opened, like people with mental health issues and stuff like that. It's my personal belief that these people are people who actually have a lot of gifts that aren't properly grounded. So at the same time, you can have people that have a lot of negative energy over them, or negative entities and stuff of that nature, you know, entities that are a little bit more chaotic in a bad way. I think that's a lot of what's going on with certain people in those situations. But this lady, she was staring at me, and the energy that I felt from her was it was just very heavy, and it was very like scary. She didn't have good intent, and I knew something. I don't want to say demonic. I don't want to say demonic, but I really felt that from this lady. And I knew she was gonna try me. So I was like, dang, like, okay. So I just kept on walking, like, cause the best thing that you do in situations when you see people like that, you just gotta keep on walking and mind your business. And if they really getting too crazy, then you just gotta go on some other street. You gotta turn around, walk at another street, cause they ain't going nowhere. So I'm like, you know what, cool. And at this point, I forgot that I just purchased this crystal. It was just in my purse. So I'm walking, and she's getting closer and closer. She's still staring at me, and she's still being all chaotic and moving all different types of ways and stuff of that nature. And I'm like, oh my God, please, lady, don't try me. Like, don't try me. Please, please, please don't try me. And I'm getting closer and closer and closer to her. And she's still looking at me. She's still paying attention to me. And then next thing you know, on the other side of the street, from the opposite direction, there's this other lady that's walking towards the person, the lady as well, like, you know, the chaotic lady as well. So she walking, but the lady is still staring directly at me. And like I said, I felt like she was gonna actually try something. Like I felt like she was actually about to hit me. And she kept on yelling it too. She was like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I was like, oh my God. We're gonna keep on walking. So I'm walking, and I kid you not, we're both walking in on this lady. And as soon as I get into her vicinity, like as soon as I get into this woman's aura, like the chaotic woman's aura, she looks at me. She gives me this look of frightened energy. She turns around, like just snaps her whole body around, and she pops the crap out of the other lady that was walking. She was not focused on that lady at all. But as soon as I got close enough for her to hit me, she literally switched her whole body and started knocking on the other woman. And I was like, yo, that's absolutely insane. That's actually crazy. And then it dawned on me, I was like, why did she snap her neck like that? Why did she turn around that intensely? Why did she do that? And then I remembered I literally was walking around with this big chunk of black tourmaline, a crystal that is actually known for dispelling negative energy. Like, it has this mirroring effect. If somebody's trying to do something to you and they're trying to send that energy towards you, boom, it turns it right back onto that person. It's like a repelling type of energy. So I don't know if the other lady was thinking, I hope she goes after her. I don't know what the case is. I don't know what her karma was with that situation. All I know is as soon as I got close enough for her to hit me, boom, she didn't hit me. She like it's almost like she got scared of my energy, and she completely she went to the other lady. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying what happened, but that is the story. This is why I love black tourmaline, because black tourmaline is the first crystal that I really believed was like my protective amulet, my protective talisman, whatever you want to call it, that really saved me from getting my beat, okay? I will forever support, you know, respect black tourmaline, wear black tourmaline bracelets, necklaces, always had black tourmaline on my possession because it literally is one of the most protective crystals that I've ever came in contact with. That's the story of how black tourmaline stopped me from getting my booty beat. If you want more crystal story times, let me know down below in the comment section because I have so many stories with crystals, like so many stories. Honestly, crystals for me and my life are almost like synchronicities. When a crystal comes into my life, like whether it arrives in the mail or I pick one up or I keep on hearing about it, whatever the case is, from other people or somebody gives me one, it usually is very indicative of a life event that is about to occur in my life. So I have so many stories of crystals that have like came in and then something happened. Romantic stories, true love stories, like Moldavite, the spiritual, the crazy transformational things and all that stuff, to just simple protective stones. So yeah, let me know if you want more videos like that down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Get you some black tourmaline, okay? Get you some black tourmaline. Black crystals are the best protective crystals ever. We have them at mysticmommy.com. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.